Hi, we're here. Anyway, um, found out between this stream and the last stream we were playing Nekomiko, right? That I I did not have the lewd version installed, right? Which good, right? Good, amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. I did not have the lewd version installed, right? Which means, right, that I don't have to censor anything because technically it all of this is under a how do I say safe for work banner, right? That makes sense, right? Like all of it's considered safe for work because I'm playing the safe for work version right now and not the R18 patch, which is great. I was like, man, I wonder where all the loot scenes are. But you so today we're gonna go through Ayame's ending. Although I don't know how long that'll take. Um but if it's like relatively short, because I'm gonna skip through the parts that I've already been through and all the new stuff, like I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna read through, but all the new stuff that's unlocked by going with the Ayame route, I'm gonna read, and then there's a third route, which is where you keep both of them, right? So here, let me pull up the guide because there's a walkthrough guide like on like how to get like all the endings and such. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So let me load up Nekomiko and let's go here. Me library, Nekomiko, and then we're gonna go to the walkthrough over here. I have that. Oh God, I really hope I don't have the R18 patch installed. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I before we're gonna put my sensor box real quick, just in case. Oh God, I have the RE patch installed. We need to move the sensor bar down a little bit. No. Okay, 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 okay. It's not installed right now. Okay, sweet. I think. Okay, it's not. It's not installed right now. Okay, I was just about to like have a heart attack if it was installed on stream. Oh God. Ah. Ah. Please know your name. Panky. This is Panky. See. So we're gonna skip through all this. And then right. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Both of them are great though. Both of them are great. No reason to refuse. There you go. Plus one up with both of them. Both of them like at the house, waking up in a bed with naked cat girls. Let's go. All right. This thing stuff. Let me move my mic so you guys can get a better thing my voice. Ah. I should probably turn it down. Wow, that's a little bit loud. Oh God. Or you know what? It's fine. Actually, you know, it's fine. Sorry, I just need to turn down the volume of my headset. Alright, I'm gonna go help Kaide. Or Ayame. Yep, there we go. Kaide seemed to be almost finished with what she was doing, and I was worried about leaving the clumsy Ayame alone. I stepped forward cautiously into the main shrine. Although you couldn't hide its age, Ayame's cleaned it thoroughly and there was not a speck of dust to be seen. I could hear loud footsteps from the back when I looked in that direction. Ayame was clearing the the floor happily with a rag. Look like you're having fun, Ayame. Called out to Ayame, who bumped into me while cleaning the floor. Ayame rose up from her floor cleaning when she heard my voice. Her forehead was dripping sweat, and I could tell she was working hard cleaning the floors and tatami mats. I finished my bit, so I can help you. Ayame teetered off towards the exit after carrying the bucket of dirty water. Are you alright? Should I go instead? I was worried she was going to fall down, so I reached towards the bucket she was carrying. However, Ayame shook her head, jumped out of my reach, and ran outside. Are you really okay? I hope she doesn't fall after hurrying so much. I was worried, but worrying seemed like I was not trusting her. I felt guilty. That she was being nice, I decided to accept her goodwill. However, leaning on something or sitting down seems a bit... In any event, this was a shrine. If I do something like this, there was a high possibility I could be cursed. I was full of bad luck, and I was sure if I leaned into something, I would break. Or if I sat on the floor, I would fall through. If that happened, I would have to clean up all over again, and Ayame did such a good job cleaning that something I would have to avoid. I was thinking about all of this when Ayame came back with a bucket of clean water. It seemed there was more water in the bucket than before. She was only carrying it and walking, but she teetered from side to side. It looked really dangerous, however, all she had to do was place the bucket on the floor, so I decided to watch. However, I realized I was wrong. I saw this once in a comedy skit, but yes, Ayame slipped. The bucket and its contents went up in the air within a second. The force of gravity prevailed. Oh my god. The water fell on Ayame, who was on the ground, and only moved because she hit her ass. On top of it all, the bucket fell squarely on her head. Ayame held her head as she shivered, and her voice was tearful. I ran towards her to help her up. Are you okay? When I approached her, my eyes locked on her immodest appearance as she was drenched in water. That was because... Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. I like this. Ayame was wearing shrine maiden clothes, which was of course almost all white. I could see her skin underneath the white cloth. My god, Ayame is really hot, isn't she? God damn, look at that eye. Not only that, Ayame's legs were spread wide open. The skirt, like Hakama, she was wearing up. Like Hakama, she was wearing what is up to her white thighs and exposed it to the broad daylight. And of course, you could see her underwear. It was the same cute underwear she was wearing this morning. The white underwear clung and drenched her skin. My god, why do you have to be so specific about it? This is amazing. No, well, I can see through your clothes as they're wet. Is she doing this on purpose? What the heck, Gabe? Why are you doing me like this? God! You didn't seem to understand a word I was saying. Ayame reached down into her wet panties. Yeah, I hate this game. The wet panties seemed to wedge uncomfortably as Ayame continuously yanked and pulled the wet cloth around. Each time she did this, the hidden parts seemed to expose themselves. My god, Ayame! After soaking in my odd sense of luck. Maybe this is down to Ayame's power to bring good luck? That's right. That's maybe right. This kind of lucky situation can only happen in comics and not so much in real life. Having said all that, staring at a girl in such vulnerable situations is rude. I prayed this kind of thing was going to happen more often and averted my gaze. My god. Yeah, Ayame's actually pretty adorable. Like, she's really stupid. like me, but she's so freaking adorable. Oh my god. Having not realized my gaze, I only took my hand and stood up. Mmm. Tasty. I would carry the bucket that was on her head and ran. This time she brought the bucket of water without running, as not to spill it. After Yami soaked the rag in the bucket of water, I wrung it out. Alright. All that's left to be done is swipe the floors, right? Let's get it done. Alright, I'm on. Let's go. The sound of Yami and my footsteps clinging echoed throughout the shrine hall. That was nice. I'm not gonna lie, that was a very nice scene, actually. That was tasty. I mean, Kaide's stuff. You know. Then at some point we go out, and then they're like, "Oh God, we look like people keep harassing us because we look adorable." And then at that point, I believe we go to the bookstore. Yeah, we do. She checks out video games, and Yami checks out manga. I think it was Yakitori. Yeah, it was Yakitori that she won. Alright, I guess I can buy some Yakitori. I scrounged my wallet for some change and bought 3 Yakitoris. The Yakitori, grilled with charcoal covered in salty sweet sauce, smelled wonderful. Since it smelled so good, anybody would have probably wanted to eat it too. Don't drop it! I passed the 6 to the 2, 2 when started sniffing at it after staring at it for a while. Whoa! Maybe it was because she was happy she got a Yakitori, but Yami suddenly jumped onto me. Oh, that's nice. Oh! Oh my god, yes. However, this time something soft was pressed into my cheek. What? At first, I didn't know what was going on when I reeled back in surprise. Ayami was smiling broadly and her lips touched my cheek. I realized the soft thing that touched me the second before had the same texture, and I figured out Ayami had kissed me. That's really sweet. Aw, she looks really cute like that. What are you doing? This is nice. Oh, okay, but don't do that again in front of people. Yes, kiss it for alone. Kiss it for alone. Kiss it for alone. Yes, yes, yes. No, it's not that you can't do it when people are around. It's just others might get the wrong impression, that's all. Well, I guess you understand. It's okay. I was wrong. Here, let's eat the Yakitori if it gets cold. After pressing her lips to my cheeks many times, Yami seemed satisfied and started eating the yakitori. Yeah, I like how her tits bounce every single time she moves. God. She took a bite of the half of the chicken and swallowed it after chewing for a bit. Yami's face melted dreamily. She seemed to really like it and devoured the rest of the yakitori. After saying that, Kaede took one bite of the yakitori and after savoring it, swallowed it properly. After seeing the two enjoy the yakitori, I took one bite too. Ugh. Delicious. The charcoal grilled sauce spread into my mouth and the plump meat had just the right juiciness. The meat juice filled my mouth and mixed well with the salty sweet sauce. It was good. God, she's really cute. You're welcome. I'm glad I bought it for you. It makes me really happy. I was content just watching Yami eat the yakitori so deliciously. Swallow. Ayami? I realized Ayami was looking longingly at the leftover chicken. Which is about to go into my mouth. Sorry, I started it, but I'll give you the rest. I give the rest of my yakitori to Ayami. This fat piece of shit, God. Even though she was refusing it verbally, Ami's hand was closing into mine. Moreover, she was drooling and her words were not convincing at all. I don't mind. Here. With trembling fingers, Yami took the yakitori and started to eat it. God, you're adorable. Yami's shoulders drooped in disappointment after looking at the stick without meat on it. Kaide looked at Yami's dejected figure inside. This freaking dummy. This dummy. God, she's really cute. Yami devoured the rest of Kaide's yakitori in one mouthful. Kaide took a tissue from the pocket of her dress and wiped Yami's mouth. What a mom. Such mom energy, God. I watched Yami devour the last of the yakitori and also see her regret that she ate the last of it. I took both of their hands to prevent accidents since they seemed to be really sleeping without concentration. Really cute. We passed the main street, which was a little more subdued now, retrieved our luggage from the locker, and left Akihabara to go home. Alright, that was sweet. That was sweet. Now we're in parts where we've already seen them. I actually think the next part that's on our list of things is the shower scene. Oh God. Oh God, the shower scene. You know what? We're just gonna skip past that. Not gonna say anything about that. We're just gonna skip past it. These two. I think asking Ayame is the one that like gets you points for her. 'Cause I can't remember. Yeah, Ayame favorability. There. Ayame, can I ask you something? I asked for Ayame's help with the unbelievably weak voice. Ayame patted her small chest with enthusiasm. I was slightly worried with her unfounded confidence, but... Alright, let's get ready. After saying that, my manager went to the break room and came out with a single item of clothing. Old man, that's... If my brain was working properly, this old man has brought out a Chinese dress. In addition, the hemline seemed awfully short. Of course, she's a slut. I knew it. Ayami's eyes were sparkling when the Chinese dress was brought out. You've got eyes, young lady. If a girl's gonna work in the Chinese restaurant, she'll need this. No doubt about it. The old man's eyes teared up as he nodded his head aggressively. Even though it was run down, this was an eatery, not Akihabara district. It seemed that the old man's otaku passion still burned inside his heart. Alright. The old man wiped away his tears manfully and expressed himself forcefully. He seemed to have switched gears. Let's go over what you have to do. You ask what customers want and you tell me what their order is, and when their food is ready, take the food to the customer. Just the two things. See? Perfect. Oh, looks like we got customers already. Young lady, go change your clothes quickly. That's it. We're gonna see her in the Chinese dress. I'm pretty hype, actually. Ame raised her hand enthusiastically and took the Chinese dress from the old man and went running to the break room. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. I don't mind. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm gonna take orders. After taking no more than 1 minute to change, Yami ran to the store like an escaped rabbit. Right, and you go and rest in the break room. Kaede lent me her delicate body for support and we went to the break room. I laid down while Kaede looked after me. I felt a bit better when I laid down. Sorry about this. I let out a breath and closed my eyes. I felt relaxed as I felt the strength from my body slip away and soon lost consciousness. Szechuan style tofu's ready. The second my manager put the dish on the counter, Ayame picked it up and served it to the customer. Oh, oh yeah, 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 this is, woo buddy, woo, woo buddy, this is, the Ayame looks really, really tasty. God. A lot of customers came during the 4 hours since Ayame started helping out. The customers' traffic usually petered out after 2 p.m. today, but the customers came in constantly. Ayame's waitressing skills improved vastly by serving so many customers in a short period of time. The tottering Ayame was no longer able to be seen. She took orders with precision and served the food from the counter efficiently. 2 new customers came in, already crowded the store. The 2 looked around and seemed surprised at the crowd. They were regular customers. Hey Chief, it's really crowded today, isn't it? Strange things happen. God damn, Ayame. God. Ayame energetically served the 2, chilled water, and immediately went to the kitchen to counter pick up the food. Who is that cute girl? I don't know. She wasn't here yesterday. The regulars were frozen with surprise as they watched Ayame work frantically. I guess we should order. Right. No, wait a moment. What is it? I'm starving to death here. You moron, take a good look at that girl working. Excuse me? What is there to see? Oh. He looked towards where his companions looking, and there was Ayame prancing around the store. She looked happy to be taking orders and serving food. The customers also looked cheerful after they were served. However, the eyes of the 2 were not focusing on that. It was her white thighs which flashed each time she moved around. Thighs. Damn, I need a pair of thighs like that to just absolutely crush my head. It's probably because she was moving around all this time, but there was a slight sheen of sweat on it. That was not all. When Ayame moved around, basically her short hem skirt floated upwards and showed off her cute little panties. God. But I'm gonna do the uncensored version. Go away. Goodness, we are seemingly very scandalous here. Cheer for girls with pure panties, such a precious being. The 2 fold their arms and watch Ayame's movements keenly. Then, having realized the 2 were gazing at her, Ayame hurriedly went over and took their orders. The 2 were dumbfolded with she suddenly came over, but they pretended to be composed and ordered their food while stumbling over their words. I have the ramen and gyoza, pan-fried dumpling set. I have the fried rice. A Coke? You're allowed to use Coke in this? What? How are you not getting, like, the freaking bonked for it by Coca-Cola? Emily took the orders diligently with a smile without realizing how weirdly they were looking at her. Hey, that girl's crazy cute and crazy sweet to boot. Yeah, why is that kind of girl working at a place like this? There must have been some kind of mistake, or maybe she got blackmailed by the owner and taken from somewhere. Heard every word you said there. I'm pretty tied up right now, but I'll be seeing you in a bit. Parents' voice came from the back of the kitchen. Oof. Scary. I guess we should get the hell out of here. The 2 regulars laughed as they joked around. God, why does she look so goddamn hot? The crowd had finally dispersed after 4 p.m. and the store became calm. Ayame put her hands tiredly on the table. As the remaining customers were the only 2 regulars, only the 2 regular guy. Had changed back to Ayame had changed back to her normal clothes. Nice work, Yami-chan. Must have been one tough first shift. There are no more customers besides us, so why don't you sit down? The regular God, I cannot speak right now. The regular showed her with praise for working so hard. You really are a sweet kid. Hey, are you feeling thirsty? I'll treat you to something. Not much to choose from, though. What's going on here? You trying to curry favor with her? Curry favor? What is that joke? What? Me too, John. Get your favorite dessert. Options are pretty limited, though. Of course she asked for orange juice. Of course she does. Of course she asked for orange juice. Oh, God. Anyway. Both of you keep those last parts to yourselves. Seriously. Be right back. The manager took out the orange juice and custard pudding from the refrigerator while cursing the foul-mouthed customers. Ame took one bite of the pudding and placed her hand on her cheek with a dreamy look. Oh boy, her cuteness keeps pouring out. I know what she wants. My heart is getting purified. A peaceful atmosphere prevailed as the two patrons looked at Ame eating her custard pudding. The manager looked at the two and rolled his eyes. You two, how long are you planning on staying here? Come on, let's enjoy the restaurant as it usually is. Yeah, and why not have a drink while we're at it? Hey, do you have some alcohol and nibbles? There's alcohol, but there's no food. I didn't think there would be so many customers. Everything is gone except for desserts and drinks. Go away. Is that so? Guess that's that. Time to go home. Suppose. It was satisfying one just being able to meet Ayame-chan. Oh, how precious. I want a daughter like that. Oh my god, do you want a daughter like that? You've been staring at her ass and panties all day and thighs and you're like, damn, I want a daughter like that. It's a little yikes. Who needs alcohol when you have orange juice? Shut up. I wholeheartedly agree, but hearing the word daughter makes me feel old. Could you not? The two left while talking about silly things. God, she is adorable. There's no doubt about that. Ame looked at the two and waved her hand enthusiastically. Yeah, this is nice. Alright, we're gonna skip through this. Because, you know, the sorry stuff we've been through. Wait, is this isn't new? The word daughter makes me feel creeped out rather than old. Oh, I can't skip this, okay. In times like this, it's only human nature to relax and have a good time, plus it was almost payday as well. I was wondering what was going to happen with 2 extra master feet in addition to extra expenditures, but somehow I was able to manage. With that in mind, I wanted to treat myself today, even just for a tiny bit. I called out leisurely to the two who were respectively playing a game and reading a light novel. Hey, I was thinking of going in town. Do you both want to come? You're going out? Yeah. I'm tired after feeling sick and continuously working. I need a change of pace. Ame called out happily to Kaede, who was reading a book close by. However, all she got was an uninterested reply. I, for some reason, was under the impression that Kaede also likes to go out and have some fun. I couldn't hide my surprise. Are you feeling unwell? I was worried she might have got infected with what I had, but Kaede shook her head. Kaede said and showed me the cover of the book she was reading. It captivating fantasy work with excellent world building. Oh, that novel certainly is a cliffhanger. That series was really time consuming. Each volume was as thick as the dictionary and was also famous among its fan base's blunt weapon rather than a book. Okay, that's a little funny. That's a little funny, I'll admit. Even then, Ayame still wanted to go outside and play with Kaede. She kept on pestering. Hearing Kaida's proclamation, Ayame appeared to realize she wouldn't be able to convince her. However, she hadn't quite given up as she threw a glance in my direction, asking for help. Ayame, I understand how you feel, but if that's how she feels, then let's just go together today. However, I decided not to live up to her expectations. If I ignored Kaide's wishes and took her out, I sure would not be a fun day for us. Even then, Ayame did not seem to be convinced. Slightly concerned, Kaede beckoned Ayame to the corner of the room and started whispering something into her right ear. I've seen this before. I couldn't hear what she was saying, probably because the tone was so hushed, but surely Kaede was saying something to cheer Ayame up. Suddenly, Ayame rose up with a yelp. What's happening? I instinctively asked in response to her sudden movement. Kaede patted the visibly unsettled Ayame on the back. It was obviously something, but I knew I wouldn't be able to poke details. She'd probably tell him, like, hey, you'll be able to go on a date with him. Or something. I don't know. Okay, come out whenever you're ready, Ayame. I'll be waiting by the door. Having said that, I grabbed my wallet and phone, then went toward the door. As I was killing time with the social game download for the exact purpose, Ayame came out of the room dressed and ready to go. She was probably still nervous as something was off, but I figured she'd be her lively self by the time we hit town and avoided reading too much into it. Alright, let's go. Please look deep house, Kaede. I saw Kaede waving us goodbye as I closed the door. When we reached the main street of Akihabara, Ayame had mostly regained her usual self, as expected. That's right. Is there anywhere in particular you want us to go? Something in my throat. I see. I recalled the street we walked last time. Even when we used the back street to escape with the sleazy tog, we still didn't stray too far from the main street. In that case, if we wandered around, Ayame would eventually find a store that got her attention, supposedly. If that's the case, then let's just wander around. If you find the store, let's go inside. You found a different store which interests you. Let's go there as well. Yeah. Settling on a makeshift planet, Ayame started walking ahead, eager to see lots of places. A step forward, trying to catch up with her enthusiasm. What? The store you want to go to? Just then, Ayame stopped and pulled on my clothes. Is that an arcade? Video game sounds. Oh, the video game arcade. Yeah, I was right. There we go. I mean, man, arcades are old. God. Who even goes to an arcade anymore? Emma was pointing her finger at an arcade lined with several crane games. Video game sounds could not be any more authentic. Still, I got to hand it to Ayame. The first place that caught her attention with no prior information was an arcade. Yeah, there's a contraption which encloses video games. And as God, I'm stupid. Arcades are cool. Shut up, you're just old. As I proceeded to explain details, Ayame had a look on her face that said she didn't get a thing, so I stopped. Seemed like Ayami needed a sampling space. Well, it's a place where you can play even more awesome games than at home. Hearing that oversimplified explanation, Ayami turned expressionless. Maybe it was too simple to convey anything. Well, to explain more in detail. I was about to elaborate, but she was cut off when Ayami blurted. What? Fucking nerd. Apparently, Ayami did correctly comprehend what an arcade was, but was at a loss for words due to her sheer fear. God, I'm stupid today. Well, hurry up then. Let's hurry up and go. Alright, that's not my line. Ayami took my hand and pulled me towards the arcade in front of us. There wasn't much of a crowd in the arcade since it was still daytime on the weekday. Ayami, knee-deep in curiosity, was looking around the store, however. I mean, Mega in the background. The majority of the machines near Ayami were ones packed with prizes to be won, similar to crane games. I think the games you want to play are at the back, Ayami. This way. It was hard to look far with all the huge cabinets in the arcade. I took Ayami's hand and led her to the air with fighting games or rhythm games. Ayami's eyes sparked instantly. Ayami went down and up the aisles between the cabinets, seemingly had too many choices. After a while, she stopped in front of a screen with two huge Japanese drums on it, a really famous game. It seemed that Ayami had played the console version I put away. Bro, they have Guitar Hero here? Dating at the game center? That's cute. Ayami stepped in front of the cabinet and put some coins in, then she took up the sticks and got into a drumming pose. Tasty. Face to face with the cabinet without a controller, let alone a D-pad, Ayami looked flustered. If you hit the drum, you can choose the music you want. This state's really cute. It is really cute. I agree. After choosing a song and its difficulty, Ayami once again got into the pose, drumsticks ready and steady in her hands. Ayami had chosen a high difficulty, one that a player would soon get a game over if they weren't used to playing it. She has probably played this game numerous times before, after all. She chose a song without any hesitation. I decided to watch Ayami play seriously, thinking it would be a spectacle. She's gonna fail miserably. The game began blaring a famous song, one that would recognize even if they weren't an otaku. At the same time, red and blue notes started started to flow from left to right. As I suspected, she was pretty good. She hit the notes with precise timing, racking up great and good scores. Why is she not failing miserably? That would have been funny. By holding the drumstick slightly and close to the drums, she nailed the fast notes and earned heaps from drum rolls. She's probably god at this game. Shut up. She even complained about missed notes like a natural. Still, considering how it was her first time playing an arcade, she was doing pretty well. Having said that, she had cleared the first song without coming close to failing. Her score was nothing bad. Ayami chose her next song, one faster and more difficult than the last. She also chose to play on hard like she did previously. Is she going to be okay? At the look of things, she could be cutting it pretty close with her selection. Even then, Ayami seemed confident. My concern disappeared the instant she started playing. Her drumming was even sharper and she kept pounding it with great scores with accuracy. Wow. She was way better than me, but most importantly, she seemed to be having a lot of fun. This is really cute. What? A guy passing by came to stop as he saw Ayami playing. He looked at her drumming seriously for a while, then suddenly smiled softly. Seemed like Ayami's playing was to his liking. The guy tapped his foot along with the rhythm, plainly amused. And then one by one more people were stopped in there in front of their tracks. You'll no doubt catch people's attention by playing with so much obvious enjoyment. Just the sight of Ayami's spiritedly drumming with the sticks was more than enough. Ame undecidedly scrolled through the songs, selecting until she snapped to a halt at one song. What she chose was among the songs that highly celebrate for being brutal. Additionally, she decided to challenge the next difficulty level. This even created a stir among the crowd that would be gathered. Ame herself seemed fully aware of its considerable difficulty. The smile she had was gone, replaced with stern look, as if help concentrating. This is adorable. Now the song began and notes started flowing across the stream. The notes went by calmly at first, but soon came in big waves. The hordes of notes shot from left to right, enough to keep average players losing again and again. But Ayami kept her combo going. A momentarily lapse in concentration would result in a game over. Ayami desperately clung on as the thick mass of notes went by. In a heartbeat, she passed 100 combo, then 500, then 1000. God damn, she is good. There were parts where I could expect myself to lose focus and see my mistakes snowballing it to game over, but she cleared them without a hitch. The crowd was also focusing on Ayami's play with bated breath. In the meantime, she had cleared the middle point and was about to face the section where keeping the combo going would be particularly difficult, even for this song. The arcade was brimming with tension, and then the note flooded to the point that no one but the player watching could tell what was going on anymore. Ayami somehow managed to keep hitting the notes without missing. However, the notes were still streaming by with such swiftness and density. Her expression looked rather painful as she frantically moved her arms. She was probably drumming too hard as the drumsticks were nearly slipping off her hands. It was a wonder they didn't just fly off. I guess not? That was probably the thought of everyone watching her. What the fuck are these sounds, God? But Ayami roared out. Her fighting spirit survived past the hardest section. If he passed that with its tempo, it would be similar to the early game con section. Ayami used this time to wipe off sweat from her hand and readjust her grip. The final section was just marvelous. Ayami's serious expression reverted back into a smile, and she merrily drummed out the notes. Seeing her like that, the crowd started to relieve the tension that they had a moment ago. Then that's such a stock sound effect, God. Then the last note was drummed. The song ended in sound indicating full combo echoed. The crowd echoed, broke out in wild applause. From Ayami's perspective, the cheering came out of nowhere. Surprised, she looked around and finally realized tons of people were watching her play. Ayami looked uncharacteristically flustered at the praise and applause. She hurriedly returned the drumsticks, backed away from the cabinet, and went my way. Man, that was sick. This is probably what she was doing the entire time at the temple before you found her. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, actually. She just spent her time just, like, drumming, just, like, randomly. And she ended up becoming, like, a god. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, guess I'll go all out myself. Maybe I should start getting into rhythm games. Realizing the game had ended, the crowd dispersed, chatting and went out on their separate ways inside the arcade. They stopped to watch because they were interested in your game. The pause is to say your game was fantastic. This is really cute. This is really cute. Even while she said that, Ayami didn't seem wholly dissatisfied. She did receive that much applause after all. You don't seem very embarrassed, though. Shut up. You like the attention. Okay, I get it. Anyways, do you want to play another game? She probably really didn't want to be teasing Yami, forcefully trying to change the subject. I didn't want to tease Yami that much, so I moved on to something else. Okay, well, it's that time of day, so let's get something to eat. Is there anything you would like to eat? You really like your meat, right, Yami? Alright, I know a good restaurant to go to, so from here. We left after I checked the location of the place I had in mind and where the arcade was. Mega. Mega. Imagine. Well, you did eat a lot. This sorry state was result of Hayame simply because this sorry state was the result of how Hayame, simply because it was an all-you-can-eat, kept ordering more food without paying it. There we go. There you go. Perfect. I thought she would hit her limit along the way and give up on the rest, but she ate everything she ordered. That at least was admirable. Mega Milk Arcade. Go away. Oh my god, go away. Oh my god. Alright, it can't be helped. Oh, we're close to your shrine from here. Let's go take a rest in there. Alright, just try and hold on for a while. I helped Yami, tottering along her way as she weaved towards the shrine. So actually, funnily enough, right? In the R18 version of this, right? This is where so in the Ayame route, right? It cut from this part to a scene of Kaide doing lewd things with herself, right? And so I think in the RET version, I think this part would cut from me and Kaide to a scene with Ayame. Because, you know, both of them felt particularly lonely. I let Ayame a bench and pounded my aching back. She was really light, but supporting somebody while walking is really tiring. Go away, you're not gonna see. Ayame rubbed her stomach as she exhaled from her mouth. Next time, don't be so greedy and eat so much, okay? God, brutal, dude. I couldn't really tell if she was regretting her actions or if her stomach just hurt. Please try. Tell me when your stomach's feeling a bit better. This idiot. See? I figured I should wind down while waiting. For a while, there was silence between us. My eyes wandered across the shrine grounds. A lot has happened in this short amount of time. I met the two, fixed the rundown shrine, cleaned it. We walked around Akihabara, and then that time I had to convince them to take a bath. If I hadn't met Ayame and Kaide, all of this would never have happened. At first I thought I was lucky because they were going to get rid of my bad luck, but right now, rather than trying to get rid of my bad luck, I was enjoying our lives together. Just seeing sunlight coming through the leaves made me feel at ease. The wind on my face felt good, and I felt like just sitting there forever. There was a flow, peaceful air within the shrine, one that made me forget how we were in the middle of the city. I was yielding myself to the peaceful atmosphere and almost completely forgetting about it. Oh, when Ayame suddenly spoke. Ayame said her words of gratitude in a really sleepy voice. I was confused why she would say something like that right now. What? What are you saying all of a sudden? For just that? She really didn't have anything to thank me for. If anything, I should be the one thanking her instead. In that case, I should be the one thanking you. If I hadn't met Ayame and Kaide, my bad luck would have kept on piling up. Ame opened up her mouth in a surprise, seeming genuinely perplexed as she tilted her head. I'm just wondering if you have forgotten that you were trying to get rid of my bad luck. She probably had completely forgotten about it. Well, I took it that she had been enjoying her life together that much. Good to know. Once again, silence prevailed for a time. This time her voice sounded like she was hesitant. What's wrong? Ame sat up and faced me directly. Her serious eyes only wavered for a moment. She seemed uncertain whether or not to say the next words. After a while, Ayame ultimately spoke with her mind. Yes. Ame seemed really anxious as she asked the question. Still, I could tell it was a serious question from the tone of her voice. I enjoy being with you, Ame. I like being with you too, Ame. I smiled as softly and kindly as possible to make Ame feel at ease. Ame's features brightened and only proved that smiling suits her best. Of course. I nodded firmly. It really hadn't been that long since I met Ayame, but she no doubt had made every single day of my life brighter. Ayame blushed shyly as she fidgeted her with her head bowed down, her mouth open and closed several times before she gathered up her courage and spoke. In other words, you mean you want to be with me even after you have rid of my bad luck? The reason why Ame started living with me was because when I happened to pray at this rundown shrine, there was more bad luck than they could get rid of at once. I thought we would part ways when they got rid of my bad luck completely. But that wasn't so. Ame was saying she wanted to stay with me even after that. That made me feel really happy. I want to be with you forever too, Ayame. When I made this bold statement, Ame's expression showed surprise and disbelief before she laughed bashfully. The smile she had was her cutest yet. I know, it's so cute. Hey, I held Ayame's delicate body that suddenly came hugging me in my arms, and I became nervous from the softness and sweet scent that the girls have. This is adorable. Ha! You silly thing. No man would say no to a request like that in a situation like this. I softly patted Ayame's head. When I looked up, I saw a familiar narrow patch of the sky cut off by the surrounded buildings. That sky was peaceful, as if a perfect reflection of my feelings. Adorable. No, I lied. This was the part where I cut to in the Yame where Kaede relieving herself. On the way home, we found a cake shop with an eye-catching windows display facing the road and decided to buy some cakes for Kaede. Each colorful cake inside the showcase looked really promising. Choosing which one to get was a tough decision. Ami's eyes were sparkling as she crouched down and pressed her face against the showcase. This freaking idiot. I won't be able to buy all of them. After the adorable lovey scene. Yes, after that scene. Yeah. It was actually kind of funny. Although that was the bonus from my boss, it wasn't enough to do so. And even if we could buy that much, we won't be able to finish them all. Massive tonal shift, yeah. Yeah, but it was pretty tasty. It was pretty tasty. I love you so much. There's just about a few of them. She probably wanted to buy some cake for herself, and that was why she now tried to read the expression on my face. I think Kaido would probably feel uncomfortable if she was the only one. Cake. So let's buy each one to Katsu Kaido. Shut up! Look, she's really hot. It's fine. Ami instantly regained her spirits and started to examine the contents of her showcase with a serious face. I quickly picked up which cake I wanted and started thinking which cake to get for Kade. Maybe the basic, like, shortcake or chocolate cake would do. Or maybe I should get something unusual. I couldn't decide. Let's see. Someone with a sweet tooth would probably be happy with any of them. Yet that quality served absolutely no purpose to the point of frustration. Bunch of cakes were chosen as we babbled, although admittedly some of the choices seemed awfully like Ayame, just wanted to eat them. In the events that they wanted the same one, Kaide would likely be leaning and spoil Ayame. Worse to come to worse, so I wouldn't mind giving mine to either one of them. I spent several more minutes choosing cakes with Ayame, then finally received the cakes after paying for them. Ami declared enthusiastically before we hurried home to where Kade was waiting. We're home! When we got home, Ayame was reading a book in almost the same posture she was in the morning. That's sus! She's definitely doing something. Sorry we're late. It was more convenient for me that way. Oh, it was more convenient for that way. What? Kade blushed and lowered her head around the last sentence. She also spoke it softly so I couldn't hear exactly what she said. What the fuck? So wholesome. What is it you have there anyway? Kade pointed at small boxes each of us had, tilting her head. You missed nothing from it at all. It's a present for you, Kade-chan. Ayame put her box on the table and sat Kade down in front of it. Kade did it. Dude, she just had a second orgasm seeing those cakes. Kade did as she was told to open the box. Her eyes lit up. A pure white shortcake with bright red strawberries on top. A blank coated with smooth chocolate and a densely baked cheesecake. A complete selection of the basic. As expected, Kade wasted no time thinking about the others. This is where I presented the other box I was carrying. Our cakes are here, so you can eat all the other cakes inside. Yeah, of course. I put the box on the table and opened it, revealing a cream puff and a pudding a la mode. Ame took out the pudding a la mode and sat next to Kade. Kade took out a shortcake for starters. Seeing the two started to eat happily, I realized there was nothing for them to drink. I took out some tea from the fridge and poured it in the cups. When I looked up at the two, they were joyfully talking to each other.
さんも一口食べますか？本当？いや、いらないのだ。それは楓ちゃんのだから、私が食べちゃダメなのだ。一口くらいなら構いませんよ。本当？それじゃあ。
Bite. Seeing Ame and Kade having fun, I made a wish for this indescribable space of happiness to reign for as long as possible. Alrighty. This is the part where it's like, he's like, yeah, let me go see my ex-girlfriend because I totally want her, yeah, after talking to, oh, God. Let's go back. Ayame! Kade! I ran back home with more speed than when I left, entering the room panting. Ame was in the room frozen, with her eyes wide open in surprise. However, no matter where I looked, Kade was nowhere to be found. Ame, where's Kade? Ame's shoulders flinched when I asked the question. Oh, crap. Hey, Ame. Gee, when can I tell Ayame that she's my girlfriend? I gave my conclusive answer to Ayame, who's smiling awkwardly. It's okay, I have somebody who's more important now. Ayame's jaw dropped rather literally. Ayame looked at me with moist, glistening eyes. Moist is such a cursed word. God. Her face was covered with half anticipation, half anxiety. Ayame gulped some air, fairly nervously. Ayame is more important to me than my ex-girlfriend. Hearing my confession, Ayame froze, face reddened to the point I expected steam to come out. After a few months, Ayame regained her composure and clenched her fists. And, boys, I want you to know, right? This will never happen to you in real life, by the way. Just so you know. This will never happen to you, by the way. Just saying. You'll never find love like this. Ever. This is all a dream. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And we shouted her own declaration. She jumped at me. Oh, boy! That's really hot. Whoa, she looks a lot more mature in this picture than the other ones. She looks a lot older. Repelled by the chum, her lips met mine. Her lips pressed strongly against mine, making clear their soft yet elastic texture, a sensation I could keep enjoying forever. This moment of happiness felt like eternity, yet like a mere heartbeat. I didn't know how long we were kissing, but our lips eventually parted. Wow, this is really hot. I want to find love. I fixed my eyes on Ayame, now within close proximity. Feeling my gaze, Ayame seemed to guess what I was about to say next. So, in order to live up to your expectations, Ayame, I love you. Can you stay with me forever? I was a pathetic excuse of a man for not being more assertive about it. Nevertheless, I was able to express my true feelings. Ayame beamed as bright as the sun. So, so after that scene in the R18 version is when they have like lewd sexy time, which is it's like a reward, right? It's like after like, you know, it's very nice. It's very nice. All right, so we're gonna go through this again, right? We're gonna go through this again, right? Tell your name. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna do the route where we go with both of them. We're gonna let this scroll and do its thing while I look up the guide. Yeah, so like obviously you do like you can't refuse. And then I think in so because I'm gonna be honest with you, I really liked Ayami's scene better, so we're just gonna go with or Kaide's scene better, so we're gonna go with helping Ayame. I wanna do the route where we get dejected. No, there is a bad ending. There's a bad ending. If you receive favorability less than 3 for everyone, it leads to a bad ending. Yeah, I'm agree with you. I'm not gonna do the bad ending. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being depressed. Kaide? Yeah. Anyway, so we have 2 for Kaide, 1 for Ayame. So it's like every time you do a scene that favors one or the other, like it gives you a point, right? But like there are some choices that like give you points for both of them, right? So I did Kaide, so we're gonna favor Ayame in this situation. So we have 2, so we'll have 2 points for both of them. Yakitori. So we have 2 for both, plus 1 favorability, 1 up. So I have 3 for both right now. Are you gonna need to sense Panky? No. 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 I guess we'll ask Ayame to help. I'm trying to think, right? So like doing the math in my head, right? So it's like I got 1 favorability for both, right? And then I decided to side with Kaide, and then Ayame in that situation, and I got favorability for both, so 3, right? And so I guess I asked Ayame to do it because like her scene's actually pretty hot. Oh, so I decided I was like I don't know what to do. Because I don't want to accidentally get too much favorability for one and not the other. It was strange to brought up Kaede at all, and suddenly, and I answered perplexedly. I was thinking she might be lonely right now, you know? Ami seemed to realize I had evaded her question. Her expression seemed a bit sad. That expression pricked my heart, but answering a question now would be weird, so I kept on dodging the question. Should I buy something for Kaede before we go home? How he smiled seemed a little awkward. I wonder if I got -1 favorability. It is on red. So let's see if we get we get the good thing for them, which is having, you know, both of them. Okay, so we kissed Kaede. There's a route where you get both of them. I promise you. That's what my guide is telling me. God, please just, I can get this, I promise. If you receive favorability for more than 3 for everyone, it leads to a harm ending. How? Panky. Yes, this is Panky. God. I'm not leaving until we get both. How do I get this? Oh, God. So it's like, it says you help Ayame at the shrine, right? And then you get ice cream for Kaede, and then you so someone wrote this out, I think. Ayame's really hot, by the way. God, that is really hot. Get ice cream for Kaede. Then you got ice cream for Kaede. Maybe an ice cream. And then take them up on their offer to bathe with you. Ask Ayame for help in the restaurant. I'm just following what this guy says. It says you're supposed to, you are supposed to come to think of it. Like, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. It says. Hopefully. Can you slow down for the hornies? No. Come to think of it. Please just let me get both of them. Oh my God, yes, I did it! Let's go! Let's get it. I ran home at my full speed, wondering if my legs would tear off or shreds. Now I stared intently at the front door, but catching my breath. It was about 10 odd minutes since I left here. But when I thought of what if the two were no longer in there, I was too terrified to open the door. It was the same door I'd always opened without much thought, and I just opened it normally when I left. My hand shook relentlessly as I tried to grab the doorknob. The life I had since the two appeared had become something irreplaceable to me. Ame was always cheerful and was my hype buddy when we played games together. Discussing the finer points of light novels with Kaede was also becoming my daily routine. I didn't ever want to think about how my life would be after they left. It should be alright. I steeled up my courage and went inside. It was the nervous moment of truth. I went inside. Praying, I saw with certainty the flattened cat ears belonging to Ayame and Kaede. Both of them were staring at the door. The two did not realize I was home yet. Ayame, Kaede? My voice wavered as I called out to them. I thought it was really lame, but I couldn't hold back my emotions knowing the two were still home. Oh, the two seemed surprised I had come home and looked at them blankly. Why? You both seemed odd when I left, so I came back. Well, not only that, weren't you two planning to leave? Ayame and Kaede choked. I let out a deep sigh after seeing their reactions. Good thing I came back. If I had gone to my ex's plan, these two would have definitely disappeared. I'm glad I made it in time. As I let out a sigh of relief, I crumpled to the floor, sitting coupled with all that running. I knew I wouldn't be able to stand up for a while. That was... Okay, it's true I got a little carried away, but I've now realized my true feelings. Ayame and Kaede, you're both more important to me than my ex-girlfriend. If you both left, I would probably never be able to recover from that loss. I'm sorry I didn't think about your feelings. I lowered my head to the two, tearing up. I didn't think they would forgive me with my apology like this, but would never feel at ease if I didn't. For a while, I kept my head hung down, then I heard their voices above my head. It must have been their true feelings. I lifted my head, and when I looked at Ayame and Kaede, their eyes were filled up with tears, so brimming that they seemed to drop at any moment. I know, I'm horrible. God, I'm the worst. When I heard their pained response, I felt like punching me 10 odd minutes ago. I was so elated that my ex wanted to see me. I lost sight of what was important. Had I calmly explored my feelings, the answer would have been as clear as day. I want to be with both of you too. Those words I murmured came from the bottom of my heart. I extended my arms to the two of them and embraced them both. Their faces became frozen along with their surprised expressions. It was as if they didn't expect I would do something like this. I'm sorry I made you two worry. Bro, he did something wrong. He did something really wrong. He made two cat girls cry. After hearing my words, the two started crying and drew closer to me. I patted both of their heads along with their flattened ears. That's adorable. Alright, that's cute. I hugged Ayame and Kaede even tighter in response. The two snuggled up to me even more. This moment felt dearest to me more than anything. There were no words, but our love for each other could be understood. Our feelings fulfilled. But the moment of peace and tranquility did not last. The silence was broken by Ayame and Kaede's cheerful laughter. What? Even though I wasn't laughing, my voice was shaking on the verge of bursting out.
まだ君のそばにいられるんだって思ったらなんだか安心しちゃったのだ。そしたらなんだか我慢できなかったのだ。私もです。本当に。
I swore to myself I would never make these two cry again. I swore to myself I would never make these two cry again. Wait, was that on purpose? Oh god. Alright. And that, my friends, is Neko Miko. Thank you all for joining me in this visual novel. I had a lot of fun playing it. I had a lot of fun going along with it with you guys. And thank you all for watching me. This is the end of the stream, and I'm glad I had the chance to play this game with you guys. I think I enjoy doing visual novels for streams. I always have a lot of fun doing them as streams, so I think I'll be playing Nekopara next for my thing. Horny Henry Journey. But anyway, all of you guys have a lovely night, and I love y'all. Bye bye.